Alright, so the next drawing that you're going to do is the spacer plate. This has a thickness of 0.125, so we got to make sure we do an extrusion of 0.125. We'll make sure we remember that. Anyways, let's get started. Again, this only has really one really difficult part. That's this angle. The circles are pretty easy. Again, it's just 2 dimensions, 1, 2, 1, 2, and some diameters. So to start here, you can kind of start anywhere. I just want to start over in this area. I'm gonna start in this corner and kind of work my way around, and then come back up, work my way around, do that little angle. So the first thing we're going to do is make sure it's a standard.ipt file. Create, start 2D sketch, use the XY plane, create, and then I'm going to draw a line. So the first dimension over here is 8. However, that's the overall length. This first line, I had to take 8 and subtract it from 2.5. Take a line, click. I'm going to be lazy. 8 minus 2.5, hit enter. It's going to be 5.5. This is going to go up vertically 2.5. 2.5, enter. I'm going to zoom extend all, and I'm going to, and now I'm kind of in this area, kind of in a bad spot with the view cube right there. I'm going to pan and kind of pan over, and I'm going to create another line. This line is going to go over, so I got this line going up. This is going to go over 2.5. So click a line. 2.5, hit enter. Now here I got 5.5, so 2.5 minus 5.5, that's a pretty easy math, so that's just 3. So I'm going to make sure I go up and vertical. Now again, I'm kind of stuck over here. However, I can still hit 3, hit enter. I'm going to hit zoom sends out. Now here's where the angle is, so I'm going to leave the angle B. That's kind of our boss in this picture. So I'm going to right click, hit OK. I'm going to start back over in this corner. And so I have a line at 6.5. That's pretty easy. Click 6.5. Enter. Zoom out. 6.5. Enter. I'm going to connect the dots. Right click, hit OK. Zoom out. So again, now I have the overall shape, which is pretty awesome. So now all I need to do is add these circles. So I'm going to do the top circle first, 1.5. Take my circle. I'm going to draw it up over here. 1.5 is the diameter. And then I have 2 simple dimensions. The length is going to be 5. Click. Click. Bring this up. It's going to be 5. Enter. The length from here to here is going to be 1.5. 1.5. Hit enter. I'm going to right click, hit OK. And make sure you're paying attention to how the dimensions look. It's always a good idea for practicing. Make sure your dimensions are correct. I could actually kind of come over here, just adjust my dimensions a little bit, make sure they're all good. I'll click OK. It's very important you do this. This dimension is actually gone. And then I have a dimension that goes from here to here, which is my overall dimension of 8. And this is kind of a good way of checking, like in math. Right click, hit OK. You can't move it when you're on the dimension. You have to actually hit right click, hit OK. Alright, so there's that. But just like in math, ways to check to make sure your drawing's correct is checking to make sure all your dimensions are the same. If they're not the same, you can click on whatever dimensions messed up and you can actually change it and it'll change your whole drawing. However, all these dimensions look like that except for this one. So I'm going to hit delete and then I'm going to dimension it. And so this is like math when you can check your work. You kind of want to do the same thing here. 5.5, which is good. Alright, so now you got to add the other circle. Add a circle. Again, circles always have the 3 dimensions tied to it. It's got the diameter, the height, and the length. So it's 2.5. Click 2.5. And now we're going to dimension, and it's 2.5 from click from here to up. Click from there to there. Drag it down. 2.5. Hit enter. Dimension from here to here. Bring this over. And it was this 3. 3. Hit enter. Alright. So our drawing's done. Our dimensions look perfect. And so now we have to give it a thickness, or this is the extrusion, is 0.125. So I'm going to hit finish sketch, zoom out, extrude, click on it, bring it to the back, make sure you change the distance, it's 0.125, 0.125, hit enter. And that's all it is for this drawing. This is one of those easy drawings. This is a nice drawing you can practice once you've done it one time. If you practice this drawing, you should be able to do this drawing pretty easily by yourself. And make sure you name this. This is a spacer plate. So we're going to name it spacer plate. And save it and name it spacer plate.